Good afternoon on what is a cold, bright and sunny day. It is Tuesday the 17th of January and I'm in the reading nook with a nice hot cup of tea. Oh. And a box. I want to continue unboxing, so I won't give you a clue what's in here. Goodman Games. And what I've already pulled out of here is Crypt of the Devil Lich, which is the new scenario from Goodman Games, available for Dungeons & Crawl Classics and 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. A tournament adventure for sort of, reasonably high level characters, based on an original adventure from Dungeons & Crawl Classics, which appeared sort of like a couple of decades ago. So, what else is in here but Crypt of the Devil Lich for Dungeons & Crawl Classics, the Lost Level. And also comes with a whole stack of tokens on the back. So let's open this up and find out what is inside, because we've actually got several books in here. So, cold fingers because it's quite chilly out here. So we've got a sheet of wasted by the Devil Lich counters, and then we have the Lost Level, so at Crypt of the Devil Lich, the Lost Level, DCC RPG Edition. Remember the good old days when adventures were underground, NPCs were there to be killed, and the finale of every dungeon was a dragon on the 20th level. Those days are back. Dungeons & Crawl Classics doesn't waste your time with long-winded speeches and weird campaign settings. Or NPCs aren't meant to be killed. Each adventure is 100% good, solid dungeon crawl with the monsters you know, the traps you fear, and the secret doors you know are there somewhere. Thanks to our Kickstarter backers, the Lost Level, the Crypt of the Devil Lich, has been discovered and presented for the first time. This book includes 8 all-new encounters crafted by a team of skillful dungeon designers intimately familiar with the original classic. Designed for the Dungeon Crawl Classics RPG, the Lost Level includes maps, handouts, and fully developed new monsters to challenge 4 to 6 7th level characters. So actually medium level characters, really. So, if your player thought 3 levels of diabolical traps, puzzles and fearsome guardians was not difficult enough, the Lost Level provides even more peril for our heroes. Trapped corridors, a dark, deadly Zen garden, a chessboard puzzle, chambers designed to harvest raw materials, and the failed clone experiment of the Devil Lich herself. All await the heroes in the Lost Level. Do your players have the courage, cunning and resources to navigate the challenges of a fourth deathtrap dungeon level? Sorry, let's put this back up. No, that does not want to stay up. Let me just try that again. Try to hold that place a bit more. Do your players have the courage, cunning and resources to navigate the challenges of a 4th deathtrap dungeon level? The Devil Lich awaits in her crypt. I shall come back to this. So essentially, also what we've got is a booklet of Crypt of the Devil Lich Tournament Pre-Gens booklet. A designer diaries. Fingers. So it's just things sticking to things. So, designer diaries. No, that's not going to stay up, so I'm going to leave that down there for the moment. Put that back up there. A couple of posters, so I'll show you those. I got wasted by the Devil Lich poster as well. So those are nice additions. So let's have a look at what is inside the lost level. So basically, quick clear map there. General features, tournament notes for the lost levels, because this originally was a tournament adventure and it's been upgraded to Dungeon Crawl Classics as a tournament adventure again. And we've got different designers for the different levels. And in fact, sort of like, you know, so there are a total of 9 areas with different designers. Here we have the lost level. And more, including the Lich Queen's Gambit, as in obviously chess reference there. And we've got a little chess puzzle there to solve, which is kind of a classic Dungeons and Dragons style trap puzzle adventure. Notes here on using props, so you can actually get out because this is a chessboard, you can put that down on play, and then the advice there is think before you move. A spiked corridor trap, another classic thing. Special gems table, so basically you can find these in the adventure. The effects of the evil eye, because there are hags to encounter. And the Chamber of the Writhing Purity. And then the Blood Cellar. And there's less of a sense of sort of like, I mean, this booklet, one of the issues is sort of like showing you this booklet in comparison to the Crypt of the Devil Lich core book itself, is that there's less, or you know, there are fewer pages which are just walls of text, you know, which aren't very interesting to show you. The embalmed chamber of the Uman Drak. So here we go, all kind of Egyptian. To the Dark Garden, so that's the Zen Garden. The Attack of the Clones, weird encounter. And then we've got the player handouts. And then more handouts and tournament scoring at the end there. So that's in the lost level. In addition to that, we have the player handout booklet. So, this is really fantastic. So, I mean, when I did the unboxing of the Crypt of the Devil Lich, at the back of the book you've got all these illustrations, you know, in a classic style of S1 Tomb of Horrors, which inspired this adventure, and they were all designed as player handouts. But Crypt of the Devil Lich goes one step further. Full colour handouts for the players to peruse. These are actually fantastic. I mean, you don't normally get this with any dungeon adventure, and it's not common. You know, it's fairly rare for, you know, your player characters or the players to receive handouts like this in a dungeon adventure, let alone booklets of them. I mean, you're talking about this adventure, something like Doom Amount, as more recent examples of the type that do. So, you know, I really like this piece when it was black and white in colour. It's just sort of like it's you know, it really brings it out. So yeah, this is really fantastic. You know, really helps to bring the dungeon alive. I mean, the black and white line art drawings are excellent in colour. They really do the dungeon justice. So. There we go. So you've got a full depiction of the cover art there at the end. And there's the cover for, and this is a nice addition. Again, we have the 3.5 cover art artwork by our Otis classic Dungeons and Dragons artist, but this is the artwork that he did for the original version back when it was published, which was written for Dungeons and Dragons 3.5. So what else we've got below that? We also have the tournament pre-gens. Now again, these appear in the core book, but instead you've got full character sheets for them here. So I'm not going to leaf through all of them because obviously, you know, you don't want to look at character sheet after character sheet. And then the designer diaries. Lovely new addition. Don't have to have this, and it's not uncommon for a dungeon or a scenario to have designer's notes, but a complete booklet, that's quite something. You know, and this is the equivalent, essentially, this is the equivalent of the OAR series from Goodman Games, the original Adventures Reincarnated, which began with B1 In Search for the Unknown and B2 Keep on the Borderland books, which the publisher combined with the versions of the original, discussions of the original, and then updating it for play with Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. You know, this essentially, you know, if you've got here the original versions of the adventure here, discussing it and how they upgraded it. So this is not part of the original Adventures Reincarnated, but it's following that format. So we've got articles in here: encounter design and complexity in 5th edition, monster design in the Devil Lich's Crypt, how I designed myself into a TPK, total party kill, the complete guide to Koboldkin and how it relates to the Devil Lich. And these are just great additions. This is going to be, in some ways, this is going to be more interesting in some ways in actually reading the dungeon itself, I suspect. I've got Tournament Survivors, Memories of the Devil Lich. New crunchy bits for 5th edition players, the Lair of the Mummy Dragon. Let's see. Again, just article, and this is a really nice edition. My only grumble, if I was to have, is that it's not got a nice cover, like these booklets, like that one. I think that would have been nice if it had been in there, because this is all really part of the package. Then we've got Crafting a Devil Lich Part 1, 3.5 edition mechanics, and this is going back to the original. As I say, complete with copies of the author's original notes. That's a nice addition. And then doing it under 5th edition. So this is a booklet for both Dungeon World Classics, Dungeons and Dragons edition 3.5 and Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Cover art. It's basically team scoring for the tournament dungeon, individual playing scoring, ideas and suggestions. Playtesting Crypt of the Devil Lich, and this is how playtested for Dungeon Crawl Classics, because remember that Goodman Games, when it began publishing the Dungeon Crawl Classics series, it was for Dungeons and Dragons edition 3.5. Why imperfect pre-gens are perfect for tournaments. That's going to be an interesting article. Applies to the wider kind of hobby as well, and so on. We've got a sample here, and then the designer's diaries, and then a thank you at the end. So yeah, great addition to the original adventure. Really impressed by its inclusion with this. If you've got the Kickstarter package, I think you'll be very well. You'll be nicely pleased with all this. This is a nice bundle of extras. You know, lost levels, player handbook, full colour, player handouts, tournament pre-gens, you know, if you're actually running it as a pre-gen, you know, rather than your own player characters, and the design notes. Design notes, I think, is just sort of like, as they say, is the icing on the top. You know, or basically it's the cherry on the top with I would suggest the player handouts as the icing on the top, as it were. So yeah, that's this expansion pack for Crypt of the Devil Lich from Goodman Games, available for both Dungeon Crawl Classics and Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Really look forward to digging into that. Anyway, thanks for watching another unboxing in the Nook. If you've enjoyed this, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box containing a book or game, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do hit that subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I'll be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.